What's going on, everyone? We are here in Greenville, North Carolina to watch ECU take on Clemson in some marvelous fall baseball action. We got two 7-inning games here, so without further ado, let's go get into it. Now, before we get into it, I got to pause. I just rewatched that shot. Sky's beautiful. It's beautiful here. Crisp fall day, great for some fall baseball action.
Now, getting right into it, I absolutely love this stadium setup from ECU. Just no matter where you are in the park with this seating arrangements, it feels like you're in on the action. You'll see here in this next clip, I go up into those bleachers, and I still feel close to the game. Like, I'm not taken out of the game at all, which is impressive. I can totally see why people love coming to these ECU games. I was honestly impressed with the size of the crowd, especially for a colder day in the fall. To come out and watch 16 innings of baseball, that's dedication. Now, one ECU Pirate I was particularly excited to come out and watch is freshman left-handed pitcher Ethan Norby, who, of course, his brother was second baseman All-American Connor Norby for ECU, who's currently playing with the Baltimore Orioles. But Ethan shows a lot of upside on the mound. He was working predominantly in the upper 80s, low 90s range with his fastball, and he showed really good feel for his off-speed pitches, so he's someone I think Pirate Nation should be very excited about this coming season. Now, Norby the Younger has this stuff to get swings and misses, has enough finesse where he can locate and get strikeouts like I thought he did here. But one thing that's unique about him is he really pitches with this maturity where he's not afraid of hard contact. And I want to take this moment to remind y'all that 68% of hard hit balls put in play result in outs, so fill up the strike zone. Now I'm including this clip because I want you guys to see how much the fans care. We got a catcher's interference call here where the runner's called out for a catcher running into the batter while throwing down to second base. You be the judge and decide for yourself, but listen to how much the fans care. Like, it's a fall ball game, and they want to argue this, which I love. Like, that is passion we need in college baseball. Now, Clemson was really impressive, and they ended up outscoring ECU 13-2 on the day in the 16 innings of action. And they had home runs from Jacob Gerald, Blake Wright, and Jack Creighton, who hit this home run you see here. Now, fall scrimmages happen for a lot of reasons. In this case, it was particularly cool because Coach Bakich for Clemson and Coach Godwin both played together at ECU for Coach LeClaire. And now that the game was over, it was time to get on the field for the Meet the Pirates event and interview some players. First up was outfielder Jacob Jenkins-Cowart. Jacob's entering his junior season at ECU, and over the span of his first two seasons, he's hitting .313 with 22 home runs and 23 doubles. He also had a game against NC State where he hit 3 home runs, which was sick.
You are as close to a John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt as I have ever met. I just wanted you to know that. Have you ever gotten that before?
Yeah. A lot when I was little, and then one time my freshman year.
All right, so not often.
Not often.
Okay. Now, playing at ECU, do you have, like, a favorite Pirate that you look up to? Could be a former player, could be, nautical mastermind.
Well, I'm a big Outer Banks fan, so Blackbeard, because that's going to come in the next season.
Now, being in North Carolina, like, around this area, do you go to the Outer Banks?
I've never been now.
Never been.
Not a big beach guy.
Not a big beach guy?
Yeah. I will go to the beach, but I don't like the sand.
What do you like? Okay, don't like the sand. Why not?
Sand. Even if you, I feel like even if I walk in the sand with shoes on, I still have sand all over me.
That's fair. It does get a lot of places.
It's hard to get rid of.
So what do you like to do for leisure?
I like to play video games. I love landscaping.
Oh, dude. Landscaping's fun. What's your favorite part of landscaping?
Edging.
Yeah. A lot of people like edging.
like edging sidewalks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's other edging. No, do you do it in the professional capacity, or are you edging recreationally? Or
I did in high school.
Okay.
That was my first job, but hopefully one day in the future I'll have my own business.
That's a good business to get into. I landscaped at Virginia. Loved pruning bushes.
It's a good one.
is a good one. Pruning, but edging. Edging tops pruning for sure. I'll let you get back to focusing, and thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
Of course.
It's a pleasure.
So they're getting set up for the Meet the Pirates event, and I just got to say, give a big shout out to all the operations people here at ECU with the ECU baseball program. They got these chairs, these tables out within 5 minutes. It's impressive. There's a man right there, Blake. Blake right there, the black looking all fast. That is a man who gets stuff done. It's impressive. We are here joined by Trey Yesavage.
Last season, Trey had a 2.61 ERA across 76 innings pitched while tallying 105 strikeouts. Over summer, he played for Team USA and did really well, and he was recently named the 24th overall 2024 draft prospect by D1 Baseball.
Trey, how are you doing?
Doing great. It's game day. I mean, no better day of the fall.
A little brisk, but I mean, it's the fall.
Oh yeah. Good bonfire weather today.
Oh.
But we're at the baseball field.
With a name like Trey Yesavage playing for the East Carolina Pirates, did you think of going to any schools that the mascot wasn't a pirate? No.
That's just a pirate name.
It really is.
If I heard a pirate say their last name was Yesavage, I'd be pretty scared.
Yeah, no. If it was like, hey, Yesavage's crew just rolled into town, I'm leaving town. Yeah. Now, you played baseball in a lot of different places. Of course, you originated in Pennsylvania.
Correct.
Came down to North Carolina, played at ECU, played for Team America. What has been your favorite playing baseball experience?
Favorite games are home midweek games.
Oh.
Even though I don't play in those, I just love like the in-state rivalries because we pack this place out, sell it out, and they're just electric factories.
The crowds here are crazy.
They're second to none. I mean, especially when you're playing in-state like rival, but like anytime they're jumping all the time.
And what is it like playing with that crowd behind you? Like, how cool is that?
It just gets your blood flowing. I mean, like I can't even put it into words. Like it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, just watching it on TV, I've never seen it in person yet, but I'm excited to. It's palpable through the TV screen how much these guys around the field care.
There's 360 fans, 360 degrees all the way around the field all the time. It's amazing.
It's insane. What has been your favorite interaction with an ECU baseball fan?
Maybe not a fan, but the fans was Game 3 of Texas when we went in the 6-hour rain delay. And I went out there and punched out 2 batters, and it was like 11 o'clock at night.
I just love that outing, honestly. It was one of the few that like is burned into my brain. Yeah. Thank you very much for taking the time. I really appreciate it.
Now, as Meet the Pirates was going on, I happened to notice something about the Clemson Dugout that I had to go over and investigate.
One thing that's very important to note, something I take almost it. There's talent, and then there's something above talent that matters more. Whatever that is, it's the fact that Clemson left this dugout perfectly spotless. That's the little details that will make a team great.
Now, this just really fired me up. It was such a typical fall day in terms of college baseball, where you have a 16-inning game. That's a long day at the yard. And then an hour post-game, you're still signing autographs and meeting fans, which is really what college baseball is all about. And it's one of the reasons I love it is just how accessible the players are. I mean, look at all these young fans who get to meet their potential heroes come springtime. It's really cool. And with this being Meet the Pirates, I, of course, took the opportunity to meet the Pirates and figure out some of the players' favorite types of protein.
What's your favorite kind of meat?
Bratwurst.
Bratwurst. Good answer.
Wagyu.
Oh, fancy.
Stuffed filet mignon.
Filet mignon.
Sausage.
Sausage. Good answer. Good answer.
Chicken.
Chicken. First non-red meat. Very impressive.
I'm a good ribeye guy.
Good ribeye?
Yeah, I think a ribeye.
Ribeye. Good call. Good call.
Chicken.
Chicken. Another. You guys friends? You guys close? You guys hang out, eat chicken together? Hey, what's your favorite kind of meat?
Oh, definitely sirloin.
Sirloin. Favorite kind of meat?
Prime rib.
Prime rib? Hey, what's your favorite kind of meat?
It's got to be a ribeye.
Ribeye?
Yeah.
Then to close things out, I headed over to Coach Godwin's office to interview the man himself and see what it takes to be an ECU Pirate.
How's it going, everyone? Stephen Schoch with D1 Baseball here. I got called into the coach's office, but I'm not in trouble this time. Very rare. Not going to condition after this. Joined by Cliff Godwin.
We were joking earlier about you being in Coach O'Connor's office. So, hey, a little bit different being in my office than his office.
Yeah, a little different, His usually I knew if, hey, go run something. No, he was very good to me, Coach O. I was very fortunate. Coach Godwin, I want to start off with, in your recruiting, I've noticed just looking through the roster, you got Trey Yesavage, you had Carter Spivey, you had Garrett Saylor. Are you looking for guys who, like, hey, if you became a professional Pirate, your name would still work? Now, Captain Spivey, that works. Yesavage, phenomenal Pirate name. And Captain Sailor, are you kidding me? Is that something you're looking for? Like, you have two guys, same talent. One's last name is Smith, the other's Blackbeard. Which one you taking?
Blackbeard, of course, right? Your imagination's so much better than mine.
It's a curse, because who knows where my head goes. Part of your recruiting, part of being a coach, is having these players who, you put the work in to find them. They get to school. You're excited about them. Who are some players this year that we should be excited about as fans?
Well, I mean, I think some of the older guys that continue to put their time and effort into our program, Justin Wilcoxon, Jacob Starling, Joey Barini, Carter Cunningham, and there's others, but Luke Nowak, Jacob Jenkins-Cowart, Ryan McChrystal, I could keep going. And, of course, our pitchers, Yesavage, Zach Root, Eric Ritchie, Jake Hunter, Wyatt Lungsford, Shinkman. So I always like giving those guys shouts out because they've been in our program and they've worked their tails off.
And that's one thing I noticed, that even just walking around the locker room, everybody who's here is absolutely bought in. Everybody loves it here. What would you say that culture is stemming from, or what implementations as a coaching staff have you guys been putting in to kind of build up that chemistry?
I would think, you've done it for years. And so now the older guys, we do a very good job of the older guys giving back to the young guys. So we always talk about leaving your legacy. And it's not just what you did that year, it's, hey, years to come. So if you're not pouring into the freshmen and the sophomores when you're older, well, then when you get drafted or you graduate as a senior, then you haven't left your legacy with those players. But it's awesome when, Connor Norby, who played for us, is, pulling so hard because Jacob Starling was like his, little tutor. He was tutoring Jacob Starling as a freshman, or Alec Burleson, who's somebody he played with, or Gavin Williams. So it's really cool when those guys get out and they're so passionate about how well we're doing, or if we're not playing well, like, hey, coach, what's going on? That kind of thing. So I just think the older guys giving back.
I think that's such an important thing, of that leaving the jersey kind of better than you found it mindset. And that's something that I really see happening here. So thank you very much for just taking the time to talk to us, and I'm excited to watch y'all.
Well, you didn't ask me any tough questions, and I was really nervous because your imagination is so good. So I didn't know what you were going to ask me.
If you want me to, if you want my head to go, I'll go. I'll do it.
Well, I haven't even ever thought about a Pirate and Yesavage until you brought it up this morning. So,
Really?
Hey, yeah, you've really got the mind working this morning.
Well, hey, that's my job. That's what I'm here to do, really making the mental sweats happen.
Thanks for just being great for college baseball. We appreciate it.
All in all, it was just a great day of college baseball. Special thank you to all the people at ECU for making this possible, such as Coach Godwin and Blake Hardigree. It was a great day, and I was fortunate to be able to take a look behind the scenes and do a little facility tour as well that'll be coming out later this week. So make sure to stay tuned for that as we take a look behind the scenes of ECU baseball.